a whisper, deep within our blood. The enigma begins here in these islands. Imagine a remote, shadowy cave, hidden deep within the lush Philippine landscape. A tiny, unassuming piece of bone is found. It holds an ancient secret. A secret faithfully kept for tens of thousands of years. What could this fragile fragment reveal to us? The Philippines, a sprawling archipelago of over 7,000 islands. These islands have always been a crossroads, a place of incredible human diversity. Ancient peoples journeyed across vast, challenging seas. They carried their cultures, their languages, and most importantly, they carried their genes. Scientists, armed with new tools, began to study Filipino DNA. They had certain expectations, but then, something else entirely appeared in the data. A surprising, almost unbelievable signal emerged. A faint whisper from an ancestor almost entirely erased from global memory. The story takes us far away, to a cold cave in Siberia, the Denisova Cave, nestled in the Altai Mountains. Here, scientists found a tiny finger bone, later, a few teeth. These were not from a Neanderthal, nor were they from an early modern human. They belonged to something else, a new branch. Scientists named them the Denisovans, an archaic human group shrouded in obscurity. Initially we thought they were a minor offshoot, a small branch on the sprawling human family tree. We believed their story was a small one. We were profoundly wrong. Their legacy was far greater, their reach far wider than we could have imagined. Traces of Denisovan DNA were found in modern humans. Our distant ancestors had met these archaic people, and they had children with them. Tiny percentages of Denisovan DNA surfaced, found particularly in populations in Melanesia. The concentration of this DNA is the key. It is the heart of the puzzle. Why is it so exceptionally high in the Philippines? The pattern observed is distinctly uneven. It strongly suggests a complex, layered history, not a simple, single mixing event long ago. Scientists began to scratch their heads, searching for explanations. The timing of this interbreeding is also a major puzzle. When exactly did this mixing occur? Was it one significant event deep in the past, or was it multiple events, spread over many thousands of years? This makes the emerging picture even more intricate. Imagine various groups of Denisovans meeting different groups of early modern humans. Section 4, Echoes of the Past, Ancient Migrations and Theories. One prominent idea is the island Southeast Asia hypothesis. This theory proposes that Denisovans were not just Siberian, they were widespread across this vast insular region. From the mainland of Asia, down through the island chains, early modern humans, our ancestors migrating southwards, they encountered these Denisovan populations. These encounters were clearly not always hostile, they led to children who inherited genes from both groups. The islands therefore acted as crucial stepping stones, and perhaps as important refuges for these ancient genes. We know that the ancestors of modern Filipinos likely arrived in several waves, not just one single migration event. The Negrito groups, such as the Aita, are widely thought to be descendants of some of the earliest arrivals. Perhaps these first peoples encountered Denisovans more directly, or they interacted with them for longer periods. Later migrations, such as those of the Austronesian-speaking peoples, brought different genetic signals into the islands. They mixed with the existing populations. This may have diluted the Denisovan signal in some groups, but not all. Section 5, The Unfolding Saga, a Mystery that Endures. The research into this fascinating area is intensely ongoing. Every year, new scientific studies emerge. More ancient and modern genomes are sequenced. More sophisticated analytical tools are constantly being developed. Scientists across the globe are remarkably determined. They truly want to understand this complex human heritage. The story of the Filipino people is not just a local one. It is a key part of the broader human story. A story of incredible resilience, constant adaptation, and deep connection. A story that stretches back into the mists of deep time. The active participation of indigenous communities is absolutely crucial. Their DNA holds many of the vital clues. Their ancestral knowledge, passed down through generations, might also offer invaluable insights into past interactions and landscapes. Respectful, ethical collaboration is therefore essential for this research. This scientific endeavor is not just about ancient history, it is about understanding and celebrating the living diversity of humankind. It directly connects the people of today to a very deep, shared past. A past that continues to live on within their very cells. The Filipino DNA story thus remains a profound and captivating enigma.